Okay, so we're going to jump in now to our wonderful Amanda. She's going to host our resource rendezvous. Now, can you tell me about the spreadsheet you guys are all passing around? I think I saw it, but I don't know if I saw the same spreadsheet.
Crystal, I sent you the link, and I think one of the ladies has it on here, but I can put it in the chat also. So ladies, is this the link? Can you all hear me?
I can hear you,
but I can't hear
Okay.
Crystal anymore.
Okay,
I can hear you.
All right, here we go. So
That's the link.
I think yes, okay, there we go, Geneva. Thank you so much. And first of all, I want to say I missed you all so much. I haven't been able to attend these sessions because I'm wrapping up my very busy end of year partners. So I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for letting me in this space again. This link, I know that you all have resourced out to each other. So continue to do that while you're sharing. I'm going to put my people on. And so I would love for everybody to take a turn and share a resource, giving what it's about, who it benefits. And then if you want to link it on your shared document, the link is in the group chat. Or the chat here. I can put it on Group Me again.
That link goes to Group Me. It doesn't go to an Excel spreadsheet.
Okay.
Is this
I see that now.
the same one that oh, okay.
Yeah, it is actually, if you go in Group Me, that's the way that you can get it. It'll download. I think it is in a Microsoft format, and maybe that's why, if you don't have Microsoft open, you're not going to be able to actually open the live link. Does that make sense? Okay.
So I'm curious, has everybody and did anybody have this spreadsheet or access to this spreadsheet prior to this?
Okay, I see a lot of no's.
No,
Or I only see two no's. Is there anybody on here that, sorry, it was way back in our group meet, right after our first session in Chicago. So I do have
that was me. I'll resend it here shortly. That was me that sent that. I'll send it. I'll drop it in the chat here in a moment.
I appreciate that so much.
So
all right, so I see some hands. We'll get started because I'm going to try to honor your time. Crystal, are we good to go here?
We're good to go.
And if you haven't seen it before, I just want to say thank you so much, because this will really help you. And so now you have it, and now you'll have all those resources that have been compiling. So thank you, Deepa. I am going to call on Andrea, sorry.
No worries. Hi, good morning, everyone. So one resource that I have would be Final Salute Inc. So Final Salute Inc. is a nonprofit organization run by an Army woman veteran, and their mission is to provide safe and suitable housing for homeless women veterans and their children. A lot of places or a lot of resources are just for homeless veterans. They don't have something in place for the homeless woman veteran and her children. So I really like to kind of highlight that. I learned about this resource when I was competing for Miss Veteran America. We had to advocate for Final Saluting. So I got to know this program really well. I just find it so useful, so amazing. And it's not in just one place, it's nationwide. I believe they've helped women veterans and their children in now 32 states and counting. So just wanted to share that, keeping it short and sweet.
Thank you so much. And if you wouldn't mind dropping that link, if you do have the website, into the chat, that will help people check it out while you're talking about it also. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. And Sean?
Yes, good morning, ladies. I'm going to share two really quick. I'm a personal trainer and integrative health coach, and two resources that I share with veterans are, one is called Warrior WOD, WOD, Warrior WOD, and they provide 6 months paid gym membership for group fitness classes of any kind to a veteran, regardless of the era, in an effort to decrease suicides amongst veterans. And the second organization is PGA Hope. I walk daily, and I decided to pick up the game of golf to take me through my retirement, because I can chase a little white ball while I'm walking. So PGA Hope throughout the United States offers 6 weeks of golf lessons for free, gratis, to veterans in most states and most major cities. So look up where you are, and they likely have classes near you. So take advantage of that, ladies. That's all I got.
Thank you so much. Amy up next, and I appreciate you dropping those in the chat when you have them. Thanks again.
PGA Hope was also mine. Excuse me. In my state of Illinois, one of our VFW officers is also the state president. I think that's his title for PGA Hope. So he's also on, I believe, the regional board, and he goes to all of the PGA Hope. So Lisa, if anybody can't find anything, let me know and I can get them in contact with Mr. Bob Rosner. And he will get everybody set up. And with the PGA Hope, I want to add on to that, Lisa, you do not have to have golf clubs. You do not have to be physically able to golf. With PGA Hope, all of their instructors have to go through specific training to deal with veterans and to deal with PTSD, physical disabilities. So they have to be certified before they're allowed to coach veterans. And these are all PGA professionals that do the coaching. So they have taken it upon themselves to get this other certification to be able to work with the veterans. And like I have back issues, they have specific trainers that can teach you how to golf, regardless of your physical disability. The other thing is you do not have to have any equipment. So they get grants and different suppliers that donate to this through the PGA. So every person that signs up and shows up, and the one that I'm doing is a 6-week every Saturday, and you go to different golf courses around here. And I live close to St. Louis, so there's a lot of golf courses. They provide you with everything. They provide you with your own set of golf clubs that you get to keep when you're done. So you can continue to play golf. And any equipment that you would need, the PGA Hope actually provides for you to keep. So just to add a little bit on that, Lisa, if anybody, like I said, needs to contact and cannot find their local PGA Hope, let me know and I will get you in contact with Bob Rosner.
Thank you so much, Amy, and telling us a lot about their qualifications too, because we know that's super important. Thanks. And I see some of those, so just go ahead and look in the chat. There are some links dropped in. And then we did have one question. Is the Warrior WOD in all states, Andrea? Or if you knew?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? It cut out.
That's okay. I think one of the chat questions was if Warrior WOD was in all states, if you knew, or the Warrior.
I was the one who shared that. I was the one. This is Sean.
Oh, sorry, Sean. Thank you, Sean.
It's fine. Warrior WOD is available. They serve veterans nationwide. It's a virtual program, and they pair you with a local gym.
Thank you for answering that. I so appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right. And so next up is Trisha, and then we'll go to Morgan after that.
Mine is not veteran centered. I haven't done a lot with veteran centered programs up here, besides TMC. So basically mine's the National DV hotline, domestic violence hotline. I think it's important, because like I said before, DV is a genderless crime. We actually have a male in our shelter right now, with his son. So I'll post the website. You can also text for help. They've got the emergency exit buttons on their websites. They can refer you out to your local shelters if you don't know what's around you, in regards to your county programs. And I know the way like up here it works in the counties that I'm around. Usually the local rape crisis centers are also the ones who have the domestic violence safe houses. And like in Placer County in Northern California, Stand Up Placer has a safe house, and then they have a human trafficking safe house. So they can link you to all those programs, and then like the RAIN website, which is the National like Sexual Assault Awareness Hotline. So yeah, I guess that's what I have to share.
Trisha, thank you so much. And I appreciate your inclusivity in that. Yes, it affects everyone. So that is a valuable resource for us to have. Thank you. Okay, Morgan, you're up.
I should probably unmute myself. So I have two that are related. Both are one of my passions is working with veterans to provide yoga and holistic healing. So two organizations I've worked with before. First is Vatoga. It is a yoga teacher training program. It's not, they don't provide classes or anything, but they do have veteran specific teacher training, which is really wonderful. And I did my basic training through them. If you want to get in touch with them, reach out to me first and I'll put you in touch because their main email line is not amazing. And then second is Warriors at Ease. They're a little bit bigger, a little bit better organized, but they provide specialist training for anyone who's already done their basic yoga training. And they also put those teachers out in the community and make it super easy to find a PTSD trauma-informed adaptive yoga certified yoga instructor. And I know yoga is kind of like it can be an iffy topic. People see it as like, oh, you're practicing an Eastern religion, or people can see it as I'm not flexible enough. Just go. Just think of it as stretching and breathing. It will help a lot of different issues, physical, mental health, and just being in a space that feels safe and among the veteran community and not like a super, hippie alternative yoga space can also be really healing for a lot of people.
Thank you so much, Morgan. I appreciate that. And she's already clicked the link on there or added the link in the chat. Ooh, lots of resources coming in the chat. You can scroll back and copy and paste these. So feel free to do that. Okay, so Andrea, did you have another one to add or Trisha?
No, not right now.
Okay, thanks. Trisha, did you have another one to add?
Nope. Is my hand still up? Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I just want to make sure. I don't want to miss anybody. And Amy, I just got you. Okay, who's up next to share a resource adding to these wonderful documents that we have? Oh, I see a fellowship one from Marina's in there in the links. She just added a fellowship scholarship, 4-day educational seminar that teaches veterans how to access their benefits. This is huge. And held
You want
at
me to
UC.
talk about that one?
Yeah, that would be great.
Amanda?
I appreciate it. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So I dropped a few from the PDF that I sent out to a few of the ladies. The fellowship one, so the top one is at UC Merced here in California. So for any of my California ladies, yeah, it's a great one. They take you up to Yosemite National Park and they tell you about VA benefits and all kinds of other stuff. The one below it is the Hoover Veteran Fellowship Program. They take 10 veterans who want to address critical changes. And so it could be, anything from homelessness to, military family house or, food insecurity. I mean, whatever your kind of like what we're doing here. But it's amazing. It's up at Stanford. Condoleezza Rice is their mentor. Uh, Fantastic program. If you're in school, the Pat Tillman Foundation and the Tillman Scholarship, they do $10,000 towards your schooling. You just have to apply to it, and then the one of the other ones is the Focus Forward Fellowship. If you're in school right now, I highly recommend. It is another life-changing program like this one. And then the last one I'll talk about, sorry, is the Veteran Leadership Program. It's a 5-month program that the Bush Institute does for veterans who want to do programs, very similar to like the one with the at Hoover. So I will stop talking.
No, I completely appreciate that. We have a couple of hands, but I wanted to share one in the chat for Elizabeth real quick. She's just not feeling so well, so I'm going to share this for her. She has in the chat, let me go back because it's getting full. I love this. It is getting full in here. I'm almost there. Project Sanctuary, it offers veterans and their whole family retreat getaways to learn about PTSD and financial health. I actually had a friend that went to this and they highly recommended it, really supported their family, and helped support them just coming together and having a space to learn about the things that were going on in their family. So I second that, Elizabeth. Thanks for sharing. And she's dropped the link in there. Amy has the other link and how to find your local veteran service organizations. I love this. Check out the link. I'm going to catch a couple people that want to share. Honolulu, can you share first? And then Jan.
Hello. Did you say me next? I'm sorry.
I did. I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay. My dogs are barking. So
that's okay.
I'm on my computer. Let me look at it real quickly. I wanted to share a few things. I haven't been able to make songwriting with soldiers, but one of my other female veterans friends retreat, and they help create a song about your service time, or if you have a TBI, PTSD, MST, anything you want to create. And a lot of places at a lot of VAs have same service. The wait can be quite long. Like I'm on the wait list to be with my VA and have someone teach me how to play guitar and create. So I thought that was a nice creative way to express yourself. And the other one, Frontline Garden, and what they do, and they help create either a herb or vegetable garden for you and teach you how to garden, so you can be out in nature and helping you to be in nature to help your mind and just be outdoors. So I'll in the chat as well.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you sharing that. And Jan, and then Laura, and then I'll share out a couple from the chat.
Okay, so I'll do mine really quick. The first one is one that every time I tell anybody about it, they're like, oh, I've never even heard of that. So I think every VA across the United States has these town hall meetings, and they have them, if not every month, they have them like every other month or every 3 months. And these are really important as far as veterans who get their medical care, or even some of their medical care, or even just want to make a change with the VA system. These phone calls have members from the boards that sit on those phone calls and professionals that make decisions at the top of these channels about changes in administration, changes in the way that healthcare is delivered, the way that the clinics are run, all the way down to like patient standard of care. And veterans can call in, they can listen to the meetings, and every meeting is different agendas, different things they're going to talk about. But at the end of it, they open it up for comments and questions and concerns. So if you go to your VA and you see the same problem over and over, or someone has come to you and said, I'm trying to get this done at the VA and this is what I've gone through and I can't get my help that I need, you could even bring that up for another veteran. They tell us, if you don't tell us, we don't know. It's like what Crystal said, we only know what we know. So if everybody got on to these town hall meetings and they're on the phone, you could be cooking dinner while you listen. You can call your local VA hospital and tell them that you want to be added to the town hall, the teletown hall list, and then you'll get a phone call the day before or 3 days before. They'll give you reminders. They call, it's an automated thing. They say, okay, Wednesday, March 29th,
here for you guys, working real hard for this particular
we're going to have this meeting at 6 o'clock. It'll be, they'll call you and you answer the phone and it'll be automated. And then the meeting will connect you, just like what we're doing here, but it's no video. If you get disconnected, you can call back to your VA and tell them that you were in the town hall meeting and they'll reconnect you back to it, because you can't like call back in, or you can't just call in. You have to get on the list for them to call you. So it's kind of like an invite only, so that random veteran haters or whatever doesn't call and like disrupt the meeting. The second one is for any of you that want to stop working the 9 to 5 somewhere at a location and you want to work 24/7, 365 for the rest of your life and never take a vacation. But you want to grow your own food or you like raising animals. Okay. I know all of
Real
you think
story,
that the
Jan.
pitch is going to be for farming, but my pitch is not for farming. So I have to share this one with everybody. Sheila, I think, is the other farmer that I've met in our cohort, and I don't even think she knew about this one. So this is in Texas, but almost all the states have a program for this for veterans. They're veteran-only programs. In Texas, it's Texas AgriLife. It's called Battleground to Breaking Ground. Even if all you want to do is have chickens and like raise chickens and have eggs and sell your eggs. Even if you want to buy 100 acres and have 10 head of cattle and you don't have the money or the idea of how to get that started, they can help you make that happen. So if you want to buy land and be a farmer through the Texas Young Veterans Grant or the Veterans Land Board will help you buy land through these agricultural programs. The USDA is who funds all these programs, and they are literally begging farmers, but specifically they want female veterans to become farmers. They have figured out that women are better farmers than men could ever hope to be because of our instincts, because of our heritage, everything, just our role in society. We're better farmers, and we stick with it when a man would give up. And there's a lot of stick with it in farming. So they are begging us because our food system is breaking down every single day in the United States. And they're trying to save the nation by making enough veteran farmers who have the skills already learned through their military training to be able to create a farm, keep it going,
Thank
produce
you, Jan.
something.
I
Yes.
love these two resources.
Crazy.
These are great. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate your passion on it. We know these are truth. All right, so look in the chat for those. I appreciate that. Next up is Laura and then Teresa.
Good morning, ladies. How are you all?
So good.
Good. I apologize I'm not on video this morning. I'm actually sitting with an elder in our church who's not feeling well. So just to honor her privacy, I'm electing not to be on video. But I did want to share this resource. I've just recently been accepted into the cohort for the New Politics Leadership Academy. And I'll put the link in the chat. But it is actually an organization that is building initiatives and a body of people who are interested in supporting political initiatives. It's a nonpartisan organization, but they're very interested in veterans because they're focusing on recruiting people who have been committed to public service already. And they have a lot of work that really is quite complementary to the work that we're doing in the Women's Veterans Leadership Program, in that it's not an organization that prepares you to go into political office in a very concentrated way as much as it's called answering the call. They ask you to do a lot of self-reflection, a lot of deep consideration about what motivates you, what is your passion, what kinds of things really support your foundational sense of values. And it's really trying to cultivate in people a thoughtful process to determine if you are in fact called to serve in politics in some way. They're looking for people that can be staffers, people that can be on the ground, grassroots individuals, people that can run for political office. And of course, I think strongly we need more women in politics. I believe we need more women in local politics in particular that are significantly impactful as it relates to our day-to-day lived experience. But certainly we need women in state politics. We need women in national politics. We need women in international diplomacy. So these are ways in which, if you have any leaning whatsoever toward commitments to really shaping the world in which we live through the political area of emphasis and impact. We've already heard some messages this morning about women who've done pitches in political arenas. It's very important for our voices to be heard in those areas as well. And so this is an organization that's really very supportive of and committed to women and veterans in politics. There's another one called She Should Run. I've not looked at it most recently, but it's when I served in the Leadership Women Initiative some years ago and was a part of that. We had a woman present to us, and they do a lot to assist women in raising money and in really launching successful leadership campaigns as they relate to politics. So I'll put those two in the chat, but really hope
Thank
some
you.
of you will consider that. It's very important.
Laura, we appreciate your testimony on being a part of that new cohort. So thank you. We can't wait to hear more about it. I know I can't in DC. All right. So thank you. Next up, and I'm just going to say we have about 15, 20 more minutes here at the most. So after Laura was Teresa and then Tiffany.
Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Therese. I am currently at another conference. I am at the Entrepreneurship Conference through Syracuse University this weekend, and I really appreciate the time and the opportunity to talk to you ladies. So I'm gonna give you a little backdrop, and then I'll give you the information in regards to where I'm at. So about 12 years ago, I became a homeless veteran with small children and had nowhere to go. Went through transitional housing because I attempted suicide, right? I didn't know what to do, how to go about this, and went through several really amazing nonprofit organizations who really helped me to get through the process to get my head clear. But the real thing that really put me back on the map was Operation Homefront. Operation Homefront provided me with a mortgage-free home. I was able in that process to help 4 other veteran women in other states actually get mortgage-free homes. I am really versed in this. I know these organizations really well. Military Warrior Support is another one. There is Operation Purple Heart. There are several organizations. I will actually put the list in the cohort group instead of in this group because there are several organizations. They do provide mortgage-free homes. They are opportunities for you to get back on your feet and to really move to the next level as far as life is concerned, because it definitely put me in a position to be in a better place. So thank you, Amanda. That's all I got. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And sorry, Therese, I was quick view. Chats, people, I appreciate yours. And I'm just going to follow back up. Jan, hands full at the farm, but if she gets a chance, she'll put that on your document. Crystal did email the resource document to everyone. So hopefully, if you can go back and add to that document, if it's not already there. I know people are working and trying to put these resources in there right now, but if you can go back after this meeting and add it, those are going to be great resources for everyone. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Next up was Tiffany. And if you could unraise your hand on your meeting too, in case you have another one, that's fine. Sorry, go ahead.
Hi, beautiful ladies. I miss you all. I'm very excited to see you in DC. And I know somebody already shared this, but the Mighty Oaks Warrior Program, I had the opportunity to actually attend this past April, a couple weeks ago, at the Sky Rose Ranch in California. And I just can't say enough about how amazing it is. It is for women veterans, women who have served in the line of duty as far as first responders, EMTs, police, firefighters, and even spouses of military or EMT firefighters, et cetera. But the spouses have had to have gone through the program first. They also have couples retreats as well. There are 2 programs for the women, one in California and also one here in Ohio, but I wanted to get out of Ohio and go to Cali. So it's based off, it's a Christian nonprofit, so it's based off of Proverbs 31. Who can find a virtuous woman, for her price is far above rubies? And it really just helped me to find that inner warrior, that inner woman, who I am in the eyes of God and who I am as a veteran, but as a woman, and, how to be a better person, better leader, better woman, I'm not a wife or a mother, but hopefully one day I will be, and how I can be that when I become those things. So I just can't say enough about it. If anybody wants to apply, then I suggest it. Thank you.
Tiffany, what was the name?
The Mighty Oaks Warrior Program. It's the Women Legacy Program.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Tiffany. In the chat, I think Crystal said she did email the link to the spreadsheet one more time, just in case anybody missed that. Crystal, if you could email that to me also, that would be great. I didn't see it in my email yet. And I'm just going through the chat. Nobody else's hands are raised just yet, so I want to make sure we didn't miss something from somebody that couldn't get on verbally with us. All right. Some of those other links have been posted in here now. The new politics Jan just posted, or Laura just posted in here, and also the she should run. So those are now posted in the chat. Operation Homefront is posted in the chat, and Ayana says there is currently openings in San Antonio. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Anybody else have a resource that comes to mind after hearing somebody else share? Jan says carry the load.
Oh, that's a great one. Carry the Load is doing their Memorial May throughout the US. There are going to be 5 flag relay teams going from the Northeast all the way to the West Coast. And then another one that I just thought of is merging vets and players. They take, NFL, NBA, big stars and teams, and they bring them together with veterans to do workouts and community service and stuff like that.
Thank you for sharing that. That merging vets, yes, I can attest. I have a friend in there who said it saved his life, actually. A great program. And he's currently running on the global team now, I think in San Antonio, Texas today. Thanks for sharing that. Amy, go ahead. You have another resource?
Yes. So I don't know how many of you are aware, but Home Depot used to have a grant, but now what they do is you can apply to them if you go to their website, and they will either help you with a building if you are in a veteran service organization. They will actually bring out volunteers to do it, and they will provide the necessary equipment, whether it's a hot water heater or whatever. But not only do they do that, but they will help make your house disabled or ADA compliant. So if you need bars in your shower or doorways expanded or a ramp to get into your home, you can get on Home Depot's website and fill out the form and a little blurb of what you need. And they will contact you to let you know if in your area there is money left to be able to come out and do it. And if they can't do it that year, then they will put you on the list for next year. So that's another resource for ADA compliancy.
Man, that is a great inclusive resource. And I'm just thinking about some of our older veteran women out there that may not have needed it to begin with, but could now. Wow, that is a great resource. Thanks for sharing that. Ayana, I think you have one. Let's see my chat again. Sorry.
Actually, I have a question. Can you hear
Okay.
me? I have a
Yes.
question. When we went and did that service project, what was the name of the organization? Because somebody mentioned that if you need home repairs, that they, that something that we did is similar for everyone.
So we worked with the volunteers across America, I think it was.
Volunteers
Student
across
Veterans.
America. Okay. Let me see. One that I don't think that we've talked about yet. I put it in the chat. Margaritaville at Sea has a Heroes Sail Free program. It's not going to be the fanciest one, but I mean, you pay like $2.99 and it's for 2 people right there in the cabin, and it's tax free, and you just get there, and they have a trip to Grand Bahama Island. I think a weekend trip. So
That's amazing. Have you gone on that before?
no, I sent a friend, but we're trying to figure out when we can go. It's just, timing and family stuff, but we are going to be partaking in that as soon as possible. As many, and you can go you pay that one time, you can go all year. You can go more.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. I saw you share a couple resources in there. I appreciate that. Those are great. All right, let's see who's up. I love all these resources. You guys are just making it, everyone's just
Amanda,
making
can
it
I
so
just
easy.
add a caveat to the home repair? Habitat for Humanity does the same thing. I'm about to post a link real quick for veterans in regards to home repairs at little to no cost.
Thank you so much. And you know what, that's to keep in mind that a lot of these programs that aren't specifically for veterans, a lot of these national organizations do have subsidiaries that are just allocated for veterans. So keeping that in mind in these resources, you know, the companies that take care of their veterans too. It's such a great feeling to know that you shop or you're in places that support veterans in that way. Thank you so much. I love this. Anyone else with the few minutes we have remaining before we close out today? Don't forget to go in the chat. I see a couple more resources added here. Thank you, Therese. And then who else? Tiffany has hers in here, and then Jan had another one. Laura, go ahead again.
I just wanted to share, I was involved in an organization when I was standing up the Veteran Student Success Center at the college where I worked, called 4 Block. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that, but it's a national organization that supports veterans that are returning to college. I don't know, I'll check. Roger Rowley is the coordinator for the Southeastern region, but it assists veterans in getting connected with corporate sponsors. They have everyone. I mean, we met at the Arthur Blank headquarters here in Atlanta, but it assists veterans, and they go through a program that develops their professional skills, resume writing, et cetera, but connects them with organizations like Price Waterhouse, Coca-Cola Foundation, Google, all kinds of organizations. So if you're thinking about going to college, if you have other veterans that you know that are in colleges, this would be a great resource for them to transition from life as a veteran into corporate environments. So it's a really wonderful program, but I'll put that link in the chat as well.
Can I add a little something to that? So I used to be the West Coast Regional Director for 4 Block. Miss Laura.
Yay!
So here, it's not necessarily the school. You do need to have either a bachelor's is the minimum, unless you're a student veteran, and then they would take sophomores and up into the cohorts. It is a 12-week program. They're finishing up this cohort right now. The next one starts in September, and applications are already open. And like she said, it depends on what part of the US you're in, because Coca-Cola is on the East Coast, but it's not over on the West Coast. So on the West Coast, there's in-person and virtual throughout the US as well. I mean, you can go in person in San Diego or in person in Atlanta, or you can do a virtual central. You just have to look, 4block.org is the website. Another one, if you do want to go to school, is Service to School, and also Boots to Books is another one to look into. Thank you, Miss Laura, for talking about 4 Block.
No, thank you.
I'm a
I'm a
4 Block alum as well.
Yay!
Me too.
I'm so excited. That's wonderful.
Look at all these connections. I love this. And that link is in there now. Thanks, Laura. I appreciate that. And then somebody else just dropped a link in here, and we have about 3 more minutes. So I'm just going to try to make sure we didn't miss them in case you need to scroll back. But I think Tanisha dropped a link. Also, Sarah asked a question. Thank you so much for all of you that are doing that. And then one more thing, just so you know, I see a couple more hands raised. Amy, I think you want to go again, but just as a reminder, in the group me chat, some people are adding some of the resources for the people that weren't here. Some people are adding questions. So if you can go back there after our meeting, you can connect with each other about these resources. And go ahead, Amy. I think you had one more. Did you have one more? Or another one that came to mind?
I did. Sorry, I was looking through all of my business cards that I have for all these programs.
I love that.
So one of them is the group out of Chicago, and it's called the Road Home Program. Now, this program is absolutely fantastic. So it's a 2-week program, and you work with a psychiatrist and a counselor, and they help you with whether it's MST, PTSD. They let you bring your family, your service dog. You do group counseling, but it's a 2-week program. And they pay for your transportation there. They pay for your food. There is absolutely no cost. And the other thing that makes this group fabulous is that if you can't afford to take off work to go to this 2-week program, they will go over your bills with you and either give you the amount that you would normally make on your paycheck, or they will pay your rent, your utility bill, whatever it takes to get you there for 2 weeks. So to me, that is just absolutely, you know, there's a lot of places that pay for you to go to their program, but they don't pay for you to be able to afford to take off work or whatever the case may be, to be able to do the program. And this one does. And I put the link, I didn't put the link, but I put the website in the group chat. But it's a fabulous, absolutely fabulous group.
Thank you so much, Amy. I really appreciate that. And I love how it's bringing up different resources and everyone's going through their own cards and their memory to add to the conversation. Okay, thank you. I just trying to make sure we're honoring time. So let me just double check that I didn't miss anything. I think we can go. Okay, if we need to. Perfect. So, Ayana, do you have another one?
Oh gosh, my mic was on. My bad.
It's okay. No, you're
Good
good.
thing I wasn't talking to myself. Lord Jesus. I had put in the chat. I sometimes make videos when I have the time. But I met a therapist that put me on to this program that you know, I'm in school for counseling, so trauma therapies are very hard to find and hard to get through the VA sometimes. Like, and then you only get a couple, or even if you go through your job, you get like 8. Even with Wounded Warrior Project, I think you get like 8 to 12. This program offers 30 free sessions, and this is the type of stuff that before I got help, I had to go and find out on my own and pay cash for. So when you think about the therapies like EMDR, everybody here is like trauma trained, brain spotting, you know, trauma focused stuff that, you know, the VA may have, like CBT. We have the trauma focused CBT. You had 30 free sessions from this program. I put it on a YouTube channel, and afterwards, if you need more than 30, they just work with you. So thought that was amazing. And it
Yeah,
could be so
because trauma
30.
doesn't get healed in 3 sessions. Let's just
Yeah,
say that, okay? Thank
yeah.
you. That is so invaluable. I love that.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my mic off this time so y'all don't hear me talking.
No, stop. You're fine. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anybody. And then Laura, did you have another one to add? And then Marina after that? And if your hands are just up, just take them down. I'm just making sure I got everybody.
No, I'm sorry. I've been negligent. I just need to put my
You do
hand.
not have.
Yeah.
I'm not calling you out. I'm just making sure
I'm teasing. No, I don't
I'm
have it.
attending to everybody's thing. And I miss you, Laura.
I miss you too. I look forward to seeing you, Amanda.
I do too. Okay. Marina, are you good? Did you have one more that you were thinking about?
No, I got a couple more.
Love
So
it.
somebody had asked me what Boots to Books is. So Boots to Books, they do a lot of events. A lot of them are focused more on cyber and IT, and then they also assist people in getting into school. If you need help with books and things like that, they can assist with that. And then the other one that I talked about is Service to School. Another one that assists people in getting into university. The last one is Warrior Scholar Project. I'm an alum for them. They are awesome. If you haven't been back to school, it had been 15 years between my bachelor's and my master's, and I did not know how to write a paper anymore, y'all. I was clueless. So I asked them if I could go through the program that was at the time only for people that were going for their bachelor's degrees. Now they've opened it up to masters as well. But I asked them if I could go through this online program. It's a pretty intense program. It's like 12-hour days over about 4 days, where you are learning how to do research again, learning how to write papers and things like that. And it's a phenomenal course.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I think I have one more in here. Hold on. Kesha, do you have something?
Yes, I wanted to ask a question. Is this is recorded, right?
Yes, Crystal did say it's being recorded, and I think somebody else had a question about is the chat going to be available, and the answer to that was also yes.
Okay, perfect. Because I'm doing the service project and listening at the same time, and so
Woo,
I just want to
woo,
make
good for
sure
you.
that I'll have access to all these wonderful resources that I didn't realize it was so many. So I just appreciate everyone sharing.
I know, right? Absolutely, and I appreciate it too. So yes, it will be in there.
Okay,
I also love. You're so welcome. I love that I saw a lot of your faces at service projects
yeah.
this week, either online, in person. So you keep doing it. I love it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, and I'm just checking our chat. One more. Okay. Jan, thanks for sharing. Hopped off. Lisa will send out, and Crystal will send out the chat and the recording in the Wednesday weekly update. Am I correct on that? Yeah. Okay. So add your resources to the spreadsheet that Crystal emailed out, and I think it's also in the group chat. You know, we have so many, the group me chat. Let's see if I missed anything else that anybody was, because we're about at time. So how do we go? Okay. The Boots to Books is linked in there now from Marina. Margaritaville at Sea was linked. Okay. We're looking good here, everybody. Look at what crowdsourcing does. Well, especially when you're crowdsourcing with this many amazing minds. I love this. Anything else for the greater good? All right, going once, going twice. Oh, I see something in the chat. Oh, love, love, love. Yes, I love, love, love too, Lisa. All right, and don't forget to check that group me also. People that could not get on the meeting have kind of been stalking with me going on through that and are excited to get these resources also. Amy, go ahead.
Sorry, I just thought of one more. There is a resource for anybody that owns a business. And what it is all of the excess that comes from all the bases, whether it be refrigerators, whether it be they shut a kitchen down, everything to tanks and airplanes to put out in front of your VSO. I will put that link in the group me. But basically you just get a hold of them and tell them what you're needing, and they will tell you if they have it and how they can get it to you.
Oh, what an amazing resource. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. Phyllis, I see your hand up. Go ahead.
I think my mic is.
You had your mic on. It keeps turning off on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turned off again. I heard you for a second and then it turned off. It's okay. Oh, go ahead, try again. Just kidding. Gotta love technology when it loves you. All right. Well, Phyllis, if you can drop that in the chat, let me just check the chat so that I'm there. Okay, thank you so much. Phyllis has a voice. I will use it for her since the mic doesn't want to amplify it right now. And then let's see, anybody else up in here? Kesha's already done. Great. So this will be our last, I think. Oh, somebody else?
Okay, I think I'm on.
Okay.
Can you?
Yes.
Okay, so the organization that I have is called 20and4.org. It's an organization that helps women veterans with everything from helping file for disability, getting somewhere to stay, programs, everything. And if you want to do your research on it, it's called 20and4.org. They also work with American Legions. So I'll try to get it posted. Then, like I said, my connection is really, really bad. So I'll try to get it on the spreadsheet for those who want more information about it.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. I was trying to look it up also as you're doing this. But if not, it will be on the group meet, Phyllis says. So thank you, Phyllis. I appreciate that. Oh, I think Amy got one of hers on there too. All right, everybody. Anybody else? Okay, and so I know that you're going to have Crystal or Lisa close us out, but just a reminder, Huddle Space 5 is coming up. Where do I go from here? Thursday, May 9th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 9 p.m. Go ahead, Crystal.
Yeah,
I see you
and we
back on
also
here.
have, yes, I was just keep saving you guys from having to see me cough. It's so gross. But so thank you for, oh my gosh, thank you, Amanda, for everybody who jumped on here and shared. I cannot believe that spreadsheet that got started, and I emailed it out to everyone. I'm gonna blame the Dayquil that I had to send it out twice. So use the updated one. And anything that you shared, please go put it on that spreadsheet so that that spreadsheet will live on forever. And that's how everyone will get this information. So if you don't put it on the spreadsheet and someone didn't write it down, then it might get lost. So please add it to that spreadsheet. Thank you guys for doing it and tracking it. I had heard about it when it first came out. Gertrude had told me about it. And then I was so thankful that we were able to locate it this morning. That made this process a lot easier. Tuesday the 30th, we have our public speaking training. So it's Tuesday the 30th in the evening. I know for me it's 4:00, I believe, but I get lost on my time zones. But it's in the weekly email. We'll send out another email and a link for it. But I'm just really excited to see you guys all again on Tuesday. DC is around the corner. Does anyone have any other questions? No, I raised my own hand. Okay, then. Thank you all so much. You guys have a good weekend and take care.